Hey everybody, in this video we're going to be going from this to this. Alright, so we are going to be installing the DRZ250 style taillight. I will note this is a aftermarket one that I got on Amazon. I think the brand is JIK, but seems fairly quality and fairly comparable to the stock one. I will note the first one I got has some scratches on the top here, so I just sent it back. Good thing about Prime, you just send it back and get another one. So send it back, got another one in one day, so should be all good there. Also, the wiring colors are a little bit different than the stock ones, but I'll show you which ones to hook it up to have it, work in the stock form there. So should be all good there. I will leave the link in the description for this. Like I said, I think it's about $89 for this one I got. Other ones I was looking at for the actual factory ones are ranging around like 130 to 150-ish range. So figured I'd give this aftermarket one a shot. It does look about the same as a factory one would. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. Basically, this thing is just a kind of a plug and play situation. We just got to unbolt the old one, kind of route the wires back to where they go under the seat area there, and it should be all good to go. So all plug and play. Let's get to it. As with a lot of things on the DR when we work on it, we're going to be taking off the side covers and the seat. I already took the screws out here, so just the one screw right here with washer, and they kind of just come out like that. Same on the other side. Moving these side covers. And the two bolts that hold the seat down. And we can remove the seat. Just slide this way and out. Alright, so with the seat and everything removed, we're just going to come over here, take this zip tie right here. You don't have to cut this zip tie, it's one of those ones you can kind of just release by hand and loosen that up here. I could just leave it in there like that. That's gonna give you space for the harness here. I'll kind of pull the harness up. This is the harness here that's gonna connect to that rear brake light. I already had it disconnected here, but so basically you will pull all these apart, pop them out of there, out of the connectors, and that's gonna be where your brake light plugs into. So this will route back up under the bottom here and up to your brake light. So we'll get under there and kind of free this up. I have it zip tied down in a couple spots, but I'll show you and we'll cut those zip ties. Alright, so we're up under, this is the left rear side of the fender here. I have a couple zip ties on here and here. That's just because of my turn signal conversion that I did. So I added a couple zip ties in there where the turn signals go. But I'm just going to cut those off there, because I had that tied to the brake harness as well. But I mean, it should look something like this from the factory, just minus those other zip ties. So this is your harness here. You can trace it back to where your brake light goes. Let's see if I can go just right up here. So I just kind of wanted to free up the harness a little bit here. And that's the one we disconnected on the other side there. So you can just kind of pull it through. And it's going up over or under these bars right here. And you can kind of just route the whole thing back through. Just give yourself some slack when we go to take out the taillight itself. Squeeze through there. Alright, so we'll be able to get it out there. And then let me see if I can get the camera on these things. It's going to be these three screws right here to take out the factory taillight. Alright, we'll take out those three screws. So with these screws, there's a couple things going on with them. There's a washer and a spacer. So you can kind of get them all to come down through here. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So yeah, you got the spacer right there that can kind of come off of here. And the washer too, so try to just keep them all together. You will reuse two of the screws on the new taillight. Just take all three out. It's alright if the spacer doesn't come out with it. Try to wiggle it out before it, but just try not to lose them. There we go. There's the third one. Alright, now we have the taillight is loose and the harness can just come straight back out through this deal right here. Alright, we'll take our new harness and back through the same location there. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. But let's see here. Route that down through there. And the way this new one works, so instead of having a third screw, the back of it has that little tab, and it will just hook into, there's already a space there in the back of the fender there. And we'll kind of push this down here, make sure all the weather stripping kind of gets in there. It fits nicely there. That's what it's going to look like basically, but a lot better. You know, we're looking a lot better on all of our lights now that we have the blinkers and this installed. So looking good so far. Now we just got to hook everything up. All right, we're back under the fender now. We're going to install the screws, the two ones in the back, exactly how they came out basically, with the spacers and everything on there. And those should bolt straight into this taillight. Tight, but not too tight. I mean, you're going into a metal nut on the other side, but into plastic. So if you over torque it, you could break that plastic. You may want to put a little blue Loctite on here. And we route back the same way we took it out. So the end of them move behind these fairly easily. Mounting that under there. I'll bring these back up over here. And we'll end up going through the same way. So same route, back up through here, along the same path as the turn signal harness. Let's see if I can push that through there. Let's see if I can grab them on the other side. I'll pop this relay out real quick so I can have some space to grab those wires. Not all the way out, but I can see them right here. I'll just try to grab them there and bring them through. I'm a little caught up on the other side. Let me just push that a little bit. That's about as far as I can get them to go on here. So it's enough when we're on the other side to get everything hooked up. So I'm going to route the other side, the part from the factory harness, just back up through here so I can hook them up. And just about enough space there. I don't know if the actual factory DRZ one is slightly longer, but this one seems slightly shorter basically than the factory DR harness. One thing I did note is these bullets are almost a little bit smaller than the female end here, so you got to kind of crimp them down just a little bit extra, so squeeze them with pliers. I mean, otherwise you can take the bullets off of your factory taillight, but then you kind of render that one useless, unless you want to switch them back over. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze these down. That way I still have a full factory taillight if I want to sell it or whatever, put it back on for one reason or another. But so I'm going to squeeze these down just a little bit, not like don't smash them or anything, just kind of close them back together with some pliers. All right, nothing crazy here, just kind of squeezing them back together just so they close pretty much. Don't wrench down on them, otherwise you're gonna have a problem. Again, I don't know on the actual factory DRZ one if they have the same size connectors. I would assume they probably do. I don't know if this is just because of the aftermarket one. So I'll just tighten these up a little bit because I want a good tight wire connection here. Alright, then the color coding is slightly different on this Amazon one that I got. Again, I can't really speak for on the factory DRZ one, but I figured out that the white one on the new harness here goes to white and black to the old harness. We'll pop those together. And we got a good tight connection now. Almost too tight to easily get together. So use pocket screwdriver to get that bolt to pop together. That one's good. Then we go the black one on this one to black and white. Obviously, so this gray wire here will connect to the yellow one. That's the most different in color. Alright, so we got a good connection there on all the wires. At this point, before you wrap everything up, probably a good idea just to test it. Let's go here. Turn the key on. So that is running. Light right there. And let me hit the brake here. There you are with the brake. So we are all good. Works good. I might switch this out, the bulb in there, for an LED at some point later. Like one of those kind of flashing LEDs when you brake. A little bit brighter, but I mean, it is just as bright as the big bulky stock one. It's not, maybe even a little more visible, just looking at it here. Let's see, there it is. Alright, and then we can kind of just button everything back up over. Alright, I'll pretty much just route the wires back down. They're a little bit shorter than the stock ones, like I said, but enough to reach, so that's all good. Yeah, I can't speak for the actual factory DRZ since this is an aftermarket one, the DRZ taillight, but everything's working with this one. The one thing is those bullet connectors were slightly different size, so I did have to push those down a little bit. I don't know if that's something, if you did get the DRZ one, you know, the factory one from Suzuki or Pro Cycle or whatever, if that would be the correct size there, but not a big deal to kind of crimp those down slightly to get that to work. So that's it there. Put our zip tie back on there. I'm going to put a couple zip ties back on under the fender, and should be good to go to throw this thing back together. Alright, see, back up under the left side of the fender here. I'm just going to throw a couple zip ties back on here. This almost more holds the turn signal harness than anything else, really. I'm going to put one around here to tie it to the back here. Alright, should be good there. Alright, we can now reinstall the seat. And side covers for both sides here. Alright, and there it is, complete. So we have the DRZ250 taillight conversion. This is that aftermarket one. Again, I'll leave the link, the Amazon link in the description, but everything worked out okay. As you know, with the bullet connectors, we had to kind of crimp them down a little bit extra there, but other than that, everything worked out good. And it's a little bit less expensive than the factory Suzuki one. So that kind of completes the lighting on this bike. You know, I may put an LED in here at some point, but we did the LED turn signals. So it is a lot better, more minimalistic look. A lot better than I got the factory one here. This big stock bulky one hanging way out here. So yeah, I like it. And noticing this one is a lot heavier. I forgot to do a weight comparison, but you might be saving almost a pound there, I would say. I didn't do a weight comparison though. Should have done that, but sorry. We are done though, yeah. LEDs in the front, got the LED headlight. So that's about it for lighting on this bike. I do want to thank you for watching this video today. I do hope you found this video helpful. Please give me a like if you found this video helpful. Also, I'm going to be doing more DR650 content just about every 2 weeks, more modifications. Trying to do them every 2 weeks here, so subscribe if you want to see that.